Okay, we're going to do a slight review. We're finishing up the subjunctive. Although the subjunctive mood is in both Spanish and English, because remember, it has more to do with meaning rather than structure. Structure just helps you to recognize it, but the meaning is still there in Spanish and in English. You can say the subjunctive. In English, you can say, I wish you well, right? Or long live the king, or God bless you. These are all the subjunctive. Or I hope that you be well. Okay, that's all the subjunctive. The problem is that the people who speak the language don't always recognize. They don't always recognize that it's the subjunctive. And one of the reasons they don't recognize it is that, unlike in Spanish, and getting back to here, to the card, only in Spanish is the subjunctive easily recognizable. I'm talking about the difference between Spanish and English, not necessarily of all the languages, only Spanish has a recognizable structure. That's not true. Okay. In Spanish, the structure of the present and past indicative is recognizably different from that of the present and the imperfect subjunctive. And I would even say in Spanish, the structure of the present and past indicatives, the past, because there's two pasts, there's the preterite and the imperfect. They are recognizable. The structure is recognizable from the present and imperfect subjunctive. And that's important. It's the structure itself. And that's easy and that's hard. It's easy because you don't, if you're learning another language, if you're learning Spanish, you don't have to, if you're learning English, you're going from Spanish to English, you don't have to worry about learning all these different structures. But it's hard because you can't always recognize it, because structure helps you to recognize it. It makes the invisible visible. Okay, so this is sort of like just a review because we're finishing up with the subjunctive. Now let's look at the indicative versus the subjunctive. Conocemos a una persona que sabe escribir bien. That's a fact. I know someone, who's able to write well. I mean, that's a fact. Either you do or you don't, but you're not telling the person what to do. You're not, wishing or desiring. You're just giving me a fact. Now, the next sentence, you're telling me what you want from someone else. And that's different than just telling me a fact that we know people who write well. Quiero una persona. So this is a desire that you have. You have a desire for someone. Quiero a una persona que sepa escribir bien. Okay, quiero a una persona que sepa escribir bien. That's a subjunctive. And I should put a una persona. That's a subjunctive because you are now telling me there's an action that you desire from that person, from someone else. Okay. You could put quiero, deseo, digo. Okay. You could put, if it fits, but now you're not telling me a fact or a statement. You're telling me what you want, what you desire, what you hope for. Now, here we're talking about doubt versus no doubt. No dudo, que me entiendes. No dudo. So you're saying, I do not doubt. This is a statement. I don't doubt that you understand me. No dudo, que me entiendes. That's the indicative, because you're stating a fact that you don't doubt that that you understand me. But if I'm saying, híjole, no sé, no estoy segura, Dudo que me entiendas. That's a subjunctive because subjunctive also deals with doubt, not being sure of something. When you have no doubt, then it's in the indicative. But when you doubt, because you're not sure, then it's dudo que me entiendas. Okay. Now, when you think or believe something, that's stronger in Spanish than in English. So you're not saying I think, but I'm not sure. It's that I know, but it's a different way of saying, maybe a less abruptive way of saying that you know. Creo que entiendes. What you're really saying is, I know that you understand me, or that you understand. Using creo, but it's sure. Creo que entiendes. No me hagas eso que no entiendo. Creo que me entiendes, no? Versus, I'm not sure. I don't think. I doubt. No creo que entiendas. No creo que entiendas. And that creo, I've seen it spelled with the Y, but I normally spell it with C-R-E. I guess Y-O. No, just C-R-E-O, creo, not creo. Well, it depends. Okay, no creo que entiendas. I doubt. I don't know, I'm not sure. And that's in the subjunctive. Okay, one more. I think I'll put it all together. I'm going to show you this in much more detail. In fact, the video right after this video, in which I'm going to start. I might do another video purely on the subjunctive. And then after that, I want to show you the conjugation of verbs in all tenses and in all moods, not just Spanish. But here we go. Regular subjunctive verbs. This regular, that means they follow the rule. And here's the structure. If it's an ER verb, if you have the verb comer, do you see you have coma, comas, coma, comamos, coman. Now this is the present subjunctive. If you have the verb beber, beba, bebas, beba, bebamos, beban, you're taking the AR ending and giving it to an ER verb, or you're taking the AR ending and giving it to the IR verb. Sufra, sufras, sufra, suframos, sufran. Vivir, viva, vivas, viva, vivamos, viven. I said, viva, viva, which means long live, long live. You don't say vive, you say viva, viva. Okay, and one more. Let's look at the AR verb, and let's look how the AR verb takes the ER ending for regular subjunctive structure. Hable, hables, hable, hablemos, hablen. Tome, tomes, tome, tomemos, tomen. Termine, termines, termine, terminemos, terminen. So that's the subjunctive. So we looked at a couple of verb tenses. I have a set of cards. I think I would like to add to this set of cards to continue with the subjunctive, because I don't think you can get too much of the subjunctive. You have to keep pounding it and pounding it and pounding it. And then I'm going to go into conjugation, and we're going to look at the conjugation of regular verbs and the irregular verbs. Because the next set of cards, you can see, and if you look at the bottom, the next set of cards, look, I'm going to show you, see, there are notes on verbs. So it's not just talking about verb tenses, it's talking about expressions that are irregular. And I'm gonna do that with another video totally. Okay, just notes on little things about verbs that might be helpful. Okay, but I want to continue on the verb tenses and the verb moods. And then I will deal with, notes on verbs in other videos. Okay. So this is Corella Fickler McLean. We've been looking at verb tenses. We did about, how many? 35 videos on this? Maybe 35 more or less on this. And like I said, I have another set of verb notes on the subjunctive. These notes that you're looking at right now, it's not on the subjunctive, it's on everything that has to do with verbs. Notes on verbs, present tense, past tense, different tenses. Then after we do those verb more things on the subjunctive, then I'm just going to go into the conjugation. So we're talking a good 100 videos on verbs. 75, 100. It might be more or less. I don't know how short I want to make the verb tenses. Okay, but I have a whole set of cards on another aspect of the subjunctive. So this is Corella Fickler McLean. Welcome, WYLCOME.com. Thank you very much. We will continue with the subjunctive because, as I said, I don't think that you can overteach a subjunctive, especially to an English speaker. So you have a good day. Thank you very much. And I shall return. Bye.